Every World War II movie you've ever seen has lied to you about machine guns. On screen, they're dramatic, simple, and cinematic. But the reality was far more brutal, mechanical, and terrifying. Hollywood hides the truth because it doesn't fit neatly into 2 hours of entertainment. Today, let's break the myths and show what machine guns in World War II were really like. Myth number 1. Machine guns were light and easy to handle. In movies, soldiers carry them like rifles, running across fields and firing from the hip. Reality? Most heavy machine guns weighed as much as a man. The American Browning M1917, with its water-cooling jacket, tripod, and ammunition, came in at nearly 100 pounds. The German MG-34, with its mount and ammo belts, often required a team of 3 to carry. No one ran through the mud holding one in each hand. Setting them up was slow, sweaty, and exhausting. Myth number 2. Machine guns fired short, dramatic bursts. On screen, you hear 3-second stutters, and then silence. In combat, real machine guns poured out relentless streams of fire. The German MG-42 fired at 1,200 rounds per minute. So fast, soldiers called it Hitler's buzzsaw. American troops said it sounded like tearing cloth. A single MG-42 team could pin down entire platoons, cutting apart attacks before they started. Soldiers on the receiving end didn't hear bursts. They heard an endless roar that froze them in place. Myth number 3. Soldiers survived charging at machine guns. Hollywood shows squads bravely running into streams of bullets, some falling, some miraculously making it through. Reality was slaughter. Studies showed that a single well-placed machine gun could stop 200 men from advancing. At Omaha Beach, German MG-42s firing from bunkers killed and wounded thousands of Americans in minutes. Survivors didn't sprint heroically. They crawled, hugged sand dunes, and prayed for naval shells to silence the guns. Myth number 4. Machine guns never overheated or jammed. Movies show flawless weapons firing forever. The truth was mechanical limits. The MG-34 jammed easily in mud. The American M1919 air-cooled gun overheated after long bursts, forcing gunners to swap barrels. The Browning water-cooled gun kept firing, but required constant attention to hoses and water. Crews carried spare barrels wrapped in asbestos mitts to change during battle. The weapons were deadly, but they were not invincible. Myth number 5. Machine guns were manned by one heroic soldier. On screen, one man often does it all: aims, fires, reloads. In reality, machine guns were crew-served weapons. A gunner, an assistant gunner, and ammunition carriers worked together. The gunner fired, the assistant swapped belts or barrels, and runners carried crates of ammunition under fire. Without teamwork, the gun fell silent. Myth number 6. Machine guns were just supporting weapons. Movies focus on rifles and dramatic duels, making machine guns seem secondary. In reality, machine guns were the backbone of every army. German infantry tactics revolved around them. Squads existed to support the machine gun, not the other way around. American squads carried the Browning automatic rifle, BAR, to give them portable firepower, and at higher levels, Browning heavy guns dominated defense. Most World War II casualties came not from rifles or pistols, but from machine guns. Myth number 7. Getting hit meant instant death. Hollywood shows enemies dropping instantly when sprayed. Reality was worse. Heavy rounds tore limbs, shredded flesh, and left men screaming in agony. Survivors often lay wounded in the open, unable to move, used as bait because comrades who tried to rescue them were cut down. Veterans wrote about the haunting cries of the wounded echoing for hours. Machine guns weren't clean. They created horror. Myth number 8. Machine guns only defended positions. Movies show them in bunkers or nests. In truth, machine guns were everywhere, on tanks, jeeps, aircraft, and ships. The American .50 caliber Ma-Deuce was mounted on everything from half-tracks to bombers. It ripped through walls, vehicles, even light armor. Japanese soldiers in the Pacific were stunned to see Americans using machine guns from boats, tanks, and planes simultaneously, drowning them in overlapping firepower. The reality of World War II machine guns was nothing like Hollywood's neat, dramatic bursts. They were heavy, crew-served, mechanically demanding, and absolutely central to the battlefield. They killed more men than any other weapon. They didn't just shape battles, they defined them. Hollywood hides that truth because it's not cinematic. The real story isn't glamorous. It's teams of exhausted men lugging heavy steel, swapping boiling barrels, feeding endless belts, and unleashing fire so devastating that entire companies were erased in minutes. Machine guns weren't background props. They were the beating heart of modern warfare, the mechanical scythes that cut down millions, and the soldiers who faced them never forgot the sound. The buzz, the roar, the endless rain of bullets that no movie has ever truly shown.